Hello, and welcome to the Movie Universe. I'm your host, Movie Fan. Today, I'll be playing one of the most terrible games that I was unfortunate enough to get, The Rocketeer. Some of us may remember the movie. It was made by Disney, a story about a guy who ends up getting hold of a rocket belt that was designed by Howard Hughes to fight the Nazis. But the Nazis stole it and somehow lost it, and this guy ended up getting it. But enough about the movie. Let's play the game. The game starts off that you are the Rocketeer. You get this cool comic book cutscene business, which I thought was really awesome. But then we start playing. Now things go wrong immediately when you start flying the plane, because you realize that you cannot fly any faster than the planes that you were racing. These planes just run circles around me every time. And the sad thing is, there's 3 races. 2 with planes, 1 as the Rocketeer. And I'll tell you, I have never been able to beat this level at all. I've never been able to get past the first level. That is just sad. I'm telling you, it's too hard. You cannot beat this. It is impossible. So for years, I had this game never going past that first level because I can't beat it. I speed up all the way. That doesn't do much. I try and turn on a dime. That doesn't do anything. Nothing. Nothing works. They just zoom right by me like I was going 3 miles an hour. Fortunately for me, there's a way past it. And it is called the Game Genie. I'll tell you, when I got my Game Genie, I was relieved to see that it had cheat codes for the Rocketeer game. And those cheat codes were very specific, especially on the top of the page. It was automatically beat first race, automatically beat second race, automatically beat third race. I was on my knees saying, thank you, God. Now I can finally get past that. So you put in the codes, you automatically beat the first 2 races, and then before the third race, the Nazis attack you at the hangar. Right here, you have to just walk back and forth. It's like one of those old shooter games, like playing Duck Hunt or something. Except the difference is you're using the D-pad to aim and the Y button to fire. The object here is to just shoot as many Nazis as possible. Hopefully their health meter goes down before yours does. You do have one slight advantage though, and I'm using the word slight for a reason here. Since you have the rocket pack, you can fly. Except I find that it's really a waste of time, because when you fly, you have to fly, move, and concentrate on aiming. So it's really a hindrance. The only real use to being able to fly in this part of the game is there are first aid kits that you have to go up and get. So obviously that's the only use you can get out of it. Once you beat that, you go on to the third race. We bypass the third race. Then we fight once again in the hangar. Same old story, just keep on doing it, just keep on getting those first aid kits, keep on shooting those Nazis, but then all of a sudden, a flying tank comes down, and you have to destroy that real fast. Afterwards, your girlfriend's kidnapped, so you gotta go save her. Now this is where things start to actually get fun. It's just a side-scrolling action where you just keep shooting that pistol you have, except you have one new trick up your sleeve. You can actually fire rockets. The only problem is, you only have 10 at a time, and you have to conserve them. Now to fire the pistol, you have to push the A button on the control pad. To fire the rockets, you push the B button. And believe it or not, you can refuel those rockets. All you have to do is keep shooting those things that are parachuting down. If you see those stars, get them. That's what you want. That'll fill your rockets. They even parachute medical kits, too. And the bad thing about this is, if you shoot the parachute that has the first aid kit, you lose it. So, you really got to watch where you're aiming at. You encounter all kinds of things like paratroopers shooting at you, and even other Rocketeers. The whole level's really just an endurance round. You keep on going forward, there's no way to stop, you try to outmaneuver, you keep shooting everything down, and once you get it to the end, you move on. You get another cutscene where you steal a plane, but I'm going to bypass that. Now we're back to the game again, and the plane looks like a flying truck. I got nothing for this. The plane looks like a truck.
Okay, we're moving on here. Same controls, same principle. The only difference here is you're fighting Messerschmitts and flying tanks and bigger bombs and missiles and all kinds of stuff. And for some reason, there's a ton of Zeppelins in the back. Did the Nazis just invade America, or did I fly all the way to Germany? But I'm probably getting too deep into this, so I'm just going to move on. Basically, it's just the same as before. You keep shooting, you get through. Once you make it through, you end up jumping onto the Zeppelin, where you have to go fight that colonel and save your girlfriend. What you do is you keep scrolling to the right very slowly because there's a lot of wind in your way. And believe me, I've been pushing the D-pad as hard as I can. It's not easy. The colonel throws grenades at you, but other Rocketeers show up and land on there. All you gotta do is punch those rocket men out of your way. It's the same buttons except A is for high punch, B is for low punch. You just keep punching and you keep pushing to the right. Try not to get yourself pushed back. And once you make it there, this happens. Okay, now we're up there and the back of the Zeppelin is on fire, so now we have to defeat the colonel. Same plan. Keep punching. Stick and move. Stick and move. And when you beat him, your friend in the flying windmill comes to save you both. No, really, that's what the plane was nicknamed. I'm not making that up. Of course, you succeed. You kiss the girl. Game over. The Rocketeer. Oh boy. This is by far one of the worst games I've ever played, because it is completely impossible to get past those damn racing scenes without using Game Genie. And even then, it's a hard game, but it doesn't take long before you're burned out. Bottom line, this is a game that you should avoid. I would not recommend getting this game. In fact, I would not even wish this game on my worst enemy. It looks like fun, and yeah, it's kind of fun once you finally get past those damn flying stages, but getting past those without Game Genie is just impossible. This is one of the few games where you need Game Genie in order to get anywhere. Alright, that's enough I could say about this. This is Movie Fan, signing off.